Hello, beautiful people. Listen, this this season is about doing it. We are trusting the process, okay? We're going to spend time getting the process right. But the only way to learn is to do. That's what this is. I'm working on like where is the best place for me to film? And I was called next to my cat, one of my cat babies. She's waving, which means the sun is out. Forget the barren tree out there. It's okay. It's okay. This is Seattle life, you know. The sun might go down in 2 seconds, so we're here. So, hello, good people. I am Rhonda with Journey with Rhonda. This channel space is all about life, the experiences, unraveling to become closest to our highest self, right? But it's really who we are at soul level, like our most authentic self. I also do hope you can hear the birds chirping. I promise to be mic'd up. My babager told me I need to be mic'd up when I do my videos. However, the mic is dead, so we're doing it, okay? We're doing it. We're charging the microphones now, but we are going to make this video. So if you see the title of my video, I did a month detox, or like I love to say, sabbatical. There's something about sabbatical that like I am very interested in. I've been calling everything a sabbatical. When we took 2 weeks to move out to Seattle, I was like, I'm on a work sabbatical. And honestly, I am manifesting an actual like sabbatical for my life where I'm able to just create, write, do all the things, read, just be inspired, all of those things. So I took a month off of social media and I needed it. It was intentional and I had to make it intentional because if not, I would just keep putting it off. And it is something that I really needed. Like I knew I needed. God was like, you need it. And here's the thing. God has told me many of times to take a break from social media, like just silence it out. But I had the fear of missing out. And like, I didn't like want to not know what was going on, right? Like, and that's also one of the things that I realized in this month. So this is all about like what being off of social media for a month really gave me, honestly. I set it for 30 days. I ended up hopping back on to make like a quick post on Instagram on New Year's Eve, and then I was off of it. And honestly, I really have not been back on social media like heavily. It's just something about the quiet that I have enjoyed. So without further ado, let's get it. I have my legal pad. Listen, I one day was like, I need a legal pad to write. And this has been a game changer for me. I have the mini ones too. Oh girl, I could never have too many writing pads, writing notebooks, writing anything. All right, so I was able to hear more of my own thoughts and I was able to hear God more clearly. As someone who is a thinker, a storyteller, this has meant so much to me. Like there is so much inside of my big old head that I've wanted to get out. I've wanted to make it make sense, but it's just so noisy. And the thing is that I am fortunate to have a job that I go to full time, right? My position at my job requires a lot of external energy. It does not offer me more than a few minutes, because sometimes even on my lunch break, people find me and ask questions, which is fine. But what I'm saying is like, I just don't have a lot of time to just have time with my own thoughts, because I'm at work, then I'm on social media scrolling, trying to stay up, trying to figure out what's going on with it. So being off, it instantly got a lot quieter. So I have to go to work. But it was just like a lot more peaceful, which I really, really appreciate so much. A lot of clarity. I think without knowing, because most of us have been on social media for so long, we are seeking external confirmation on things. Everyone is not meant to be an entrepreneur. Everyone doesn't have projects and announcements that they are doing, but a lot of people do. And for me, over the years, knowing that I have so many things that I want to do and put out, I would like test the waters on social media, like, you know, throw the bait out, like who's taking the bait, who's enjoying it, are they enjoying it? Oh, this didn't get that much like attention, maybe not. And then I wouldn't follow through. I wouldn't be consistent. And it wasn't really until this break that I really understood that I was doing that. Also want to know, I know the light is not the best, but she makes me so happy. It really became clear, and I've always, like, I pride myself on being like a confident person that does not need external validation. But you also want to know as a creative that like people get you, right? People get you. And what I have learned is that your people are going to find you. It is about doing. It is about showing up, right? And it's not for everyone. And although I've known this, here's the thing, like, I've known these things, actually sitting in it and experiencing it, understanding and just doing, it's freeing. It is freeing. And I do pray and hope that what I create and give out reaches who it is supposed to reach. Me actually doing what I am called here to do, that is actually the utmost importance. Like, that is freeing to me. Like, I want to be free. I want to be free. And by me giving, free. Let's see. I wrote a lot. Oh my god, y'all. I wrote so much. I did record videos, just like randomly. Well, some were random, some were like when I was inspired and had messages to like, I want to share. So I did record, but I wrote so much. And I launched officially my space blog, Substack, 38th Bloom, in August. I started it in March of 2025, but I really like got on it in August. And from August to December, I published 22 pieces, okay? And my best friend would say that she could hear or like read my voice becoming more confident in every entry. And that just makes me like beam with joy. I just wrote. Sometimes it feels like a ramble, but that is who I am. To know me is to know. Real talk rants with Rhonda is a thing. I do be ranting, I do be talking, but it's all good. It really is. So I am so proud of myself of how much I wrote, how much I published. Even sometimes I was like, ooh, do I want to say this out loud? And it's like, yeah, I actually do. I actually do. Doing that also showed me that sometimes, you know, being afraid, having fear of what people will say will hold you back. And it's like, people are gonna, like, the cliche statement is like, people talk about Jesus, right? They did. People talk about Beyonce. People talk about Oprah. People gonna talk, okay? So it's like, do what you're called here to do. Do what's on your heart. People are gonna talk anyway. So that's what I'm doing. And it feels good. It feels really, really good. I was able to sit in and understand what I want to do in this online world. I'm clear that I'm here to be supportive and impactful to people on their journeys. It is important for me to show up fully, authentically. You know, I am a private person. However, I'm a storyteller, like a truth teller, so to say. Like, I will tell you the truth and share my experiences and stuff, but I'm also like guarded. There's my personal life, and there are certain things that are just like, I keep close to me. And that's becoming more and more. Like, I don't even share really like my family much on the internet as much anymore. And it's not because I moved away. It's just like, I don't know, things are different. But I've always felt that if I can help someone feel like they are not the only person going through what they're going through, our situations may not be identical. They may not be the same, but there may be something that resonates. I want you to know that, like, I've journeyed through this too, and it gets better. It may be really, really hard, but it gets better. So through my writing, through my videos, my words, I speak from a lot of experience, like my life. What also I became clear on, like, and I've known. So here's the thing, clarity, because I've known these things, was that God did not give me my life for no reason. He didn't give you your life for no reason. Because I am open to being vulnerable, to sharing, to being transparent. I'm like, God gave me these experiences, or I walked into these experiences in these moments for a reason. And I have no shame, right? Like, I'm going to share. There are things I'm not proud of, but those experiences taught me something that I do think that can be impactful in a really good way for the greater good. So that became very clear to me, to share. I've always, like, my life is a living testimony. I like so many things, and yeah, I'm here to help heal, to assist in healing. I had, and this required me, this break, to be more intentional about reaching out to people, which also has continued to stir up my understanding with my relationship with friendships and communities. That's a whole separate video. I will say that, because for months, so when I started 38th Bloom and started writing, I started unpacking like pieces of my life that were like blaring, and friendship is one of them, right? And I started unraveling the thread of like my relationship and my feelings towards friendships, and it's not the best. It is not the best, and it's pretty sad sometimes. I've questioned a lot of things, like, am I meant to have friends, right? Because I do think that friendships are very important. I have really special friendships, really special connections, but I've even questioned, like, am I a good friend? I can guarantee you there are some people that say I'm not a good friend. And that is like, however, there is a reason. There is a reason as to why I show up the way I do or I don't. I have been unpacking that, but this break has given me, I've reached out to people to say hello. I was reminded of someone through all these things, and that feels special to me. What I do want to get back to is like people sharing like offline, we may not do snail mail, but the version is a text message. So like I sent people that I care about and told my fiance to send it to. Like I made like a little Christmas greeting card and we sent it out to a few, and I was like, I really want to send this to, X, Y, and Z. But like, yeah, sharing like that, checking in, maybe snail mail, that kind of excites me. I don't even know how much stamps are anymore. I don't, but alas. So it was, I'm working through that. I'm working through, I did go get a matcha for my video. Not for like, I'm working through relationships, community. My horoscope did say that 2026 is the year of community. I don't know what that means, but I'm open to it. I'm open. This past month, I have said openly and out loud to myself, I've said it to SP2, but I am so proud of myself. I am proud of myself. 2025 was the marking of like 20 years out of high school, right? So much has happened in my life over 20 years. And I have dissected the year. There's still so much, but I have dissected the last 20 years and all the things. And there's a lot of shoulda, coulda, wouldas, had I went left, but I went right, okay? I am a firm believer that where you are is exactly where you need to be. That everything has transpired in your life the way that it was meant to happen. And one thing I do not give myself credit and enough credit, but that stops now, is how proud I am of myself. I am so proud. I have done so much. I've went to college, graduated college, I've moved, I lived in Miami, I've lived in Chicago, I've lived in New Jersey, I've lived in Chicago again. I now live in Seattle. I have started a business, I have ran a business, I have done so much creatively within the business. I have supported, I have given people a platform to grow, to be seen, to be heard. Like I've actually done every single thing that I've wanted to do. I am also proud, y'all, in the middle of my video, when I was telling y'all how proud I am, it cut off because my storage is full. What's crazy about this is that I just told my fiance yesterday that I need to get all of my videos that I've recorded off of my phone. And I know it sounds crazy, y'all. They're over the internet, whatever, but like to have them. I be knowing that is alignment. Like, I want to finish this before it cuts off again. Tried to free up some space, praying I can finish this. So I have been saying how proud I am of myself for all the things that I have thought of, I have wanted to do, and that I have done. I am so proud of myself. Go girl, go girl. And I continue to make myself proud. And doing this is making me proud for myself, which means so much. I have, okay, before I get to that one, which one do I want to do? Oh, girl, you taking up time. You taking up time. Okay. Trusting the process, okay? Trusting the process. I cannot tell you how many times I have been at the beginning. I'm so excited, but I am trying to see how it plays out. I'm trying to see from the ending, the outcome, what it took for me to get there. That so much it has crippled me. It has crippled me wanting to know what happens, right? What happens with my writing? What happens with my videos? What happens? All of the things, right? Trusting the process and everything that I have that I love so much that has happened, it's because I just let it be. I let it be. I continue to pour into it, pour love into it, and it rewards me. And in the process, y'all, we don't give the process enough credit. When you're in it, that is where you can be messy. That's where you can make mistakes. That's where you can like figure things out. By me doing this, even this video, it's me like figuring out, where is my setup? What is my sound? How do I want to feel giving to, this space, and honoring the process. Like, this is our training ground, y'all. This is the training ground. And I heard that, and when I heard it, it rang true. I've also been tapping back into all of my aligned, like soul aligned, there's a particular, it's escaping me, but like it is like motivational, positive audibles listening. There's a word for it, but I've been like really tuning into those, especially when I have earlier shifts at work, and it really just helps my frequency and shifting the dynamics, setting the tone for the day. And I appreciate that, and I can feel the difference. Y'all, we are not starting from scratch, okay? Like, I've been talking about 2026 is the year of embodiment. It is because we are embodying what we already have, what we already know to be true for ourselves and for our lives, okay? It's not about starting from scratch. You can begin again, you can start anew, but it is using what we already have. The things that work, okay? The things that we know work. All right, and I think last but not least, because there's been so many things over the course of the month being away from social media that just has poured into me the way that I needed to. I had to two things. One, I saw a video that I recorded in 2020, late 2020, early 2021. If you are on or have read my last entry on 38th Bloom, you've seen the video. I look at myself and I'm like, I can see the light in me, like radiating. And I'm like, I see God in me. I sound so clear. And it made me sad because I was like, what happened to her, right? Like, where did that light go? And I have, for the past several years, for 4 years, been talking about how hard 2021 was. And I've written about it, but it's always like from a space of, there's shame wrapped around it, embarrassment, there's hurt, there's betrayal, like all of these different like negative emotions, right? And so seeing that video, I asked myself, like, let's go back, like, and do a timeline, right? And through this time of being away from social media and like deep diving into my own practices that I already have, my own research of myself, I saw when the change happened. And I have been able to give language to the feelings that happened in 2021. there were several months where I just had gotten into community around people that were not good for who I am, okay? And I can say now, I'm not mad, I'm not angry, I don't feel any type of way, because what I understand is that we are all journeying through something. And it does not necessarily make them bad people, they just are not for me. And during that time of my life, I was very vulnerable. I was grieving the loss of my father, grieving a life that I was creating that I had to let go and walk away from. My life had did a 360 in a matter of like months. That seems like the theme of my life, actually. But I was back at home in Tampa, somewhere where I really did not want to be. But I was trying to make the best of it. I was going full force with my business, looking for community, looking for support, looking for relationship, like all of these things that I did not need. And because I was vulnerable, I was welcoming all types of like energies and spirits into my space, into my being, and it did overtake me. Like the darkness of that overtook me for some months, and it took me a long time to get out of that, so to say, meaning like energetically, because so many things were like left like open, they weren't closed, they weren't sealed. And so, you know, it was a lot of feelings around that, but being able to put language to it, to be clear on what happened then, that shifted me and changed, like it shifted me and it did change me. It absolutely changed me, and not for the good. I will say that, like, I was in survival mode for a while, just not like really trusting people, all of the things, right? And so now to be like fully on the other side, right? That time in my life has gifted me an experience, right? That I am able to talk about, I'm able to share, that I am able to create from. Like, I'm creating a workshop course. I'm figuring out that part of what we're calling it, but it's like Path 2021, and it's to help people get free, like to know your light is safe here, safe here. And yeah, so having the language, that was one of the greatest gifts, is to be able to put language and understanding to 2021 and not just deem it as hard. Like, why was it hard, right? So anyway, 31 days plus off of social media was such a gift to myself. It was hard. Like, I know I missed out on, you know, seeing pictures, holiday pictures and things like that, but I'm really in the season of being obedient and listening and surrender. And when I have done that before, only good comes out of it. And I have to say that it's feeling really, really good to lean in to what I love, and get messy and figure it all out, right? Like, I want to promise you the lighting is going to get better. I can tell you that when my babyger sees this, she's going to make sure it gets better, which I appreciate. But my goodness, if I can say anything, take the time that you need. There's a saying, you're not missing out on anything when you're getting your shit together. And that is true. That is so, so true. I'm excited for you to join me here, be here with me, to join me on 30th and Bloom. That I now that I'm recording more and posting, I'm interested to see how the writing part goes. I refuse to neglect that part, because it has been so pivotal for me, and I'm so proud of 38th Bloom. I'm so proud. So thank you for joining me. If you have any questions, let me know. I am on the socials. Instagram is my baby. I love me some Instagram. I love Substack, but Substack is 38th Bloom and Instagram is Journey with Rhonda, the same as here, because it's a journey, baby. It's a journey. Hello. But anyway, I will talk to y'all soon. Stay in love, stay in light, all the goodness, all the yumminess. Talk to you soon.